the truth.
Hello everyone, welcome to our video. My name is Crypto David, and today I'm going to talk about XDC network. And the title of this video is 100,000 XDC enough to make it? So I'm going to talk about that, go further into that, play around with some numbers, talk about XDC news, market news in general. So if you're first on my channel, please subscribe down below. Please like in the video. Without further ado, here we go. Okay, so I made a couple of videos before, playing about with different cryptos, XDC as well, and saying, how much of an amount of that XDC will you need to make you rich. And everyone has their own definition of rich, but the title of this video is, how much XDC do you need to make it? So by that, I mean, you're stop working and you can just live off that amount itself. Now, I'm going to go back to a tweet that I made before, watch everyone's predictions for 2022 for XDC. I'm going to play around with these digits here. Now, 100,000 XDC right now at time recording, that's $5,500. In the far future, it'll be worth a lot more than that. And especially at today's price of 5 cents, these are really good, accumulation sort of periods in, terms of charts, same sort of lows we were having back the 2021 sort of summertime. And if your dollar cost average every week, month or so, it's not impossible to reach these amounts, especially for a year. I want to head into the coin calculator here, just put in some numbers. So to actually have 100,000 XC, that'd be $5,500. So just put that in really quickly. And expected price, to go back to this voting chart here, less than 10 cents was the second lowest. So people are not feeling too bearish, mostly bullish. 50 cents. $2 plus, but a few people are actually feeling quite bearish, less than 10 cents. So I'm just going to put that in and we'll see how much we make. So let's just say 0.06. So you're making pretty much barely any profit. $418. Obviously, that's very bearish on the scheme of things, but I think we're going to go a lot higher than that. But the second choice, this was the most picked, 50 cents. I think this is, my sort of predictions, 50 cents to $1 within that sort of range, because once you break through all-time high price discovery can go crazy and you can go to new highs easily. So let me just put in 50 cents here. I think you're making a quite decent return on that. That's 43 grand profit. If you're taking that profit as well, obviously you want to hold for long term, but you can take profit on these sort of highs and reinvest at lower times of bear market and accumulation periods. And that's from a $5,500 investment. That's not even a 10x. 10x's in crypto are so overlooked. So that's easily doable, especially with this project itself. Now let's go up a little bit even further than that. $1, that's pretty bullish, to be honest. And I think for 2022, it's not impossible, but it's very bullish. But that would be giving you 93 grand profit from a $5,000 investment, pulling nearly a 20x. That is insane. You definitely be taking out your initial investment and riding on some profit with that. But then again, the title is to make it, to not work again. And obviously these amounts are desirable, but they're not to work again. But then keep in mind, this is only one project, and these are price predictions for 2022. Hopefully you're planning on holding XDC for long term. And lastly, $2 plus. I think definitely if the bull run continues, it won't be this bull run, but definitely could be approaching these sort of levels. The next sort of bull run. So $2 plus. Let's just put in $3. See what happens. That will give you 290k. A $5,000 investment, especially by that time, next bull run. That's maybe 3-4 years away. You'd definitely be accumulating more than 100,000 XDC at that point, or you'd be having a lot more money invested. And just to play out those numbers as well, $5,500 and a $3 sort of price point. So, when you're reaching that sort of points, this is far in the future. So I think by that time, you could definitely have a lot more money invested at that point. Obviously, when you're investing over time, the price will get higher or lower. But on average, I think you could probably 5 times that, to be honest. $25,000 over that whole time until we get to $3. That'll be giving you 1.3 million. Especially, this is only one project as well. Hopefully you invested over numerous projects. Not all of them are going to, successfully pay off. But even if a few of them are and you're seeing these sort of returns, you're going to be sorted. Final question, is 100,000 XDC enough to make it? It's all about your personal goals, and you'd be surprised by how many people do not have a plan or an exit plan. That's probably the most important thing about the crypto space. How you're actually going to take the money out and, put it into the real world and actually, exit the market itself. And a lot of people are just investing and they don't have actually a plan for that. And that's why they miss out and take a lot of profit, or they actually can't time it right. So now I want to jump on some tweets about XDC and the whole market in general. Now I got a tweet here by CryptoKJ2. Looks like an uphold link listing of XDC has perhaps had too many requests. I believe that's what 429 means in HTTP speak. That's a good thing. The guy down here says it could be the 29th of April. Thought it's 2 hours, so it's the 9th now. That could be a possibility. It says here a HTTP response status code indicates the client application surpassed its rate limit or number of requests have been sent given in a period of time. Who knows, but hopefully the listing will happen soon. And when QNT and HBAR had their listings, I think there was a little bit of price movement, nothing serious, and I think nothing's really going to happen with the prices, to be honest. Another quick tweet here by Crypto DJ and Guy. This XDC news better be worth the wait. And I kind of agree with this guy says here. News or no use, at 5 cents, I got a dollar cost averaging method set up. And I'm quite happy, the price staying at this for a while, even going lower, so I can accumulate more XC at lower prices, reach these higher points for when the bull one, next one comes along, we're going to be seeing some high returns. Well, originally got a tweet here by Binance, A, B, C, or D, pick your combo, and I agree with Don XCC here. I pick singularly XCC over these two combos, Avalanche, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, ETH, definitely pick XCC over these any day. Now a tweet here by Water Blue, hey XCC's community, this is an updated account tracker. So this is, the rich list for XDC. I like the whale ranking. You can see Kraken, Blue Whale, Shark, Dolphin. See where you're ranking. Not in a way to minimize how much XDC you have, but just to motivate you to work up to these higher levels, to flex that you're a dolphin, a shark, a whale shark, or even above. So in reference to the video as well, 100,000 XDC, so around these sort of points would make you a tuna or a jellyfish. So in the scheme of things, sort of below average, to be honest. So you want to be working towards, even the 7-figure sort of range. And I find it quite nuts as well, because you see 769,000 accounts. I think that's quite a lot of accounts. But a lot of them are 0 to 5,000 XCC, so it's not really that much XCC actually bought. So if you actually take that away, it's pretty much 19,000 account holders with the higher sort of amounts. Got another tweet here by Velvet, alt season, I still believe in you. And he tweeted this originally on October 2021 and called it for Q2 2022. Is it on track? Will it happen? A lot of these, it's hard to believe, but I think, it's quite hopeful to, be on the sort of bullish side of things. And obviously, these are sort of insane prices to be happening here. But alt season, it might happen. So phase 1, Bitcoin, flow of money moves to Bitcoin causing price surges. Phase 2, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin and talks of a flipping large caps, and then alt season. And hopefully we'll see, XCC and all these alts that we're talking about here on the channel pop off. And last tweet today by Tech Dev. Tech Dev, there's someone else I can't really remember, but Tech Dev and Velvet are two of my favorite people for these Bitcoin and just predictions for the future. BTC retesting 100D EMA after reclaim. Altcoin market cap retesting weekly EMA ribbon. So you can see here, are we going to retest higher levels and go back up and break through all-time high? Who knows, to be honest. But with market sentiment heading back down to these fear sort of levels, with markets bleeding, all I see is opportunity in my eyes. I just see, more buying opportunities available. Red days, when my dollar cost averaging method sets up on these sort of red days, I'm happy as well. When we're heading down to these lower levels, I'm definitely going to be accumulating more, because I was sitting back. I thought we're heading to greed levels, but it looks like we're heading back down to fear now. And it seems to be this Bitcoin conference has caused all these prices to go down. So hopefully once it's over, we'll head back up topside, hit some greed, and see some all-time highs just push through, some a bit of euphoria in the market, a bit of movement, get people excited, get people a bit of hope again. But nonetheless, that's really pretty much it for today's video. If you made this far in the video, please like down below, please subscribe, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.
The truth.